What's up, Cameo? I got
What's
Cameo
up,
in the
bro?
building.
What's
So
up,
what's
Ryan?
going on, Cam? Hey, y'all. Okay, so these are my friends from left to right. Here we go. Y'all better keep up. You got Kim Killer, you got Demo, you got Copster, you got Ryder Go, and you got Kezo, the Hood Love Doctor. Oh! I asked all of them the same 3 questions. What is love? What does Mr. and Mrs. Right look like to you? How would you know that you're in love? Now, many of you are wondering who these people are and why their advice should be credible. In fact, you may be wondering who am I and why my research is credible. Now, I'll be the first to tell you I'm human and I'm going on this journey with y'all. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I have all the answers, and neither are they. But what we do know, we are willing to share it with you so that we learn together. And I think that's why these 5, well, I mean 6 including me, are credible to give you advice in this manner. Okay, so let's meet these individuals. Alright, so this individual goes by the name Demo, and no, he's not to be confused with this guy right here. As you can see though, he's a pretty active guy, real open-minded, calm, cool, collected, self-confident, and he loves pushing his body and his mind past their limits, as you can obviously tell by his physique. He's traveled to a lot of foreign countries, so you know he has a lot of insight and he's seen a lot, so I thought he had good opinions on defining love or whatever. Okay, so next up we have Cameo, also known as Cameron or Cobster. Okay, don't nobody else call her Cameo, I don't think, or Cobster, I just do that. But anyway, besides being super attractive, as you can obviously tell, she's also very athletic. She got crazy shoe game. And she hilarious, y'all. The girl got jokes. But she balances life pretty well with school, working out, adulting. She adults pretty well, I'm sure. And, I think she's more than capable in pointing us in the right direction on how to define love. Okay, y'all, so this is my older brother, Ryder Go. To some, call him just Ryan, but this guy's super smooth in life, not smooth with a V. I mean, he's smooth in life in general, period. I mean, on the court with the ladies, on the drums, everything. This guy, I don't even want to say nothing else about him. By night, they call this one Kim Killer, but in the day, she go by Kimberly. I mean, it's pretty clear that she's also super attractive. I mean, look, man, you look. Y'all see her too. Whoa. Okay, but she's real hardworking. She juggles school, work, social life, and get this. Look. She a dancer too, y'all. So she seemed to have life figured out. So I'm like, if she got it all figured out, then maybe she got what love is. I mean, she probably got that figured out too. So, I had to ask her too. So, y'all, this last guy, he known on the streets, not the streets, the streets of the 662 as the Hood Love Doctor. But y'all can just call him Kezo, because that's what I call him, and he my older cousin. He always looking out for me, I mean, the guy clearly got the drip, as you can see. It running the family. But, I mean, y'all see it. I mean, he pretty smooth with it, and he always give good advice. So, I had to ask him what he thought about love. Now that you know a little bit about these 5 individuals, let's go ahead and get straight into the questions. I asked each one of them this question right here. If I had to ask you what you think love is, how would you define it? So the first question is, how would you define love?
What is love to you? How would you define it?
If somebody had to ask you how to define love, what would be your definition? If somebody asked you how to define love, what would you say? Now, I followed up with this question right here. How would you know when you found Mrs. Right? What does Mr. Right look like to you?
What does Mrs. Right look like to you?
What does Mr. Right look like to you? What does Mrs. Right look like to you? Here's how they responded to the former and latter question.
It's about sensitivity, it's about passion, it's about unconditional giving of self to another person. And then I believe love of humanity, that's probably the thing that's needed the most. But in everything and all that, love, there's a soul. It's like when you take some eggs and break them, and you take the shells and mix them up, man, and try to find the ones that's matched, and you find the perfect match. When you find that match, the comparity results in passion. When it basically results in unconditional giving of self.
Okay.
So I said that to be in love is a feeling, and that it's like being with someone and only thinking about the future. It's kind of a deep affection that's rooted in more than what you think of the person. It's kind of this undying passion that kind of fills a void that every person has. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Is that too deep?
No. It's good.
I mean, it's really hard to really define it because it comes in all shapes and different shapes and forms. Like, in my opinion, I think love is like fully trusting somebody, feeling very vulnerable around them, but that trust just brings them all together. So love, I honestly can say I don't know what love is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I can say I love somebody, like I care about them.
Yeah.
But being in love, I have yet to know what that is.
Alright, so this is how I define love, alright? Don't laugh. So love is a deep feeling of being sheltered by one's care and compassion. It's the relief of knowing someone is there for you no matter what. And the first thing that when you think of that person gives you sanity. The one you want to be the first to hear about the good and the bad because you know they want to listen. And love to hear your perception on life itself because it's what makes you you. It's a beautiful feeling that could be written in thousands of words and still be hard to explain to its full content. But it can never be forced upon. Love is the most intense feeling from deep in our gut to the warmth in our heart. And it's filled with this tenderness from anyone who encounters it. And that could make or break a person, but love is forever.
Word. Okay.
To be honest, I feel like love. A lot of people use the word love in vain nowadays. You feel me? Like it's taken real lightly. I feel like a lot of people who use the word love for the first time shouldn't be using it. It's just when you get to a point where all you can think about is that person. You feel me? Throughout the whole day, you're not really worried about what that person doing, but you worried about if that person's safe, if that person is, oh, you text that person, oh, you ate today, you feel me? Or, you know, Bill, how you doing? You know, it's when y'all could have the biggest fallout ever. And at the end of the day, if she hit you up 10 years later, she got a whole husband, but she down and out, she need help. If you can help her, you will do it. Because love is something that ain't got a time stamp on it. And it's damn conditional. Bill and Mrs. Right. I mean, honestly, bro, like, I like baddies. So, if she bad, she bad. You know what I mean? But for personality-wise, bro, I'd probably say I like a woman that's like, she can survive on her own at the end of the day, you know?
Okay.
But like, she's smart, you know? She caring, and just extra stuff. That's pretty much it, bro. Like, smart, caring, that's pretty much it. She knows what she's doing, and she can be independent. If she knows, like, what to do, you know, by herself, then like, I'm cool. If she can depend on herself, then I'm cool with that.
Tall, dark and handsome, of course. No, I don't know. I feel like if like giving just qualities that I like would be kind of biased because like a lot of people are specific to what they want. You know what I mean? But in general, I think like respect, someone that's considerate, someone that can like just make you laugh. Like I said, tall. And then like I don't know, someone that just makes you feel like you're safe and like that you're at home, like and at peace with yourself. Like, I think that would be Mr. Right.
Like, Mrs. Right is like, you know, personally, has to be intelligent, smart. She has to know what she wants in life. She doesn't need a man.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, she's independent. Independent is at the top of my list.
Alright, so this is like short and to the point, I guess.
Okay, come on.
Mr. Right to me
Come on.
is a caring, loyal person who's genuine and just matching action to their words,
Mm-hmm.
and just give all they can to show like how much they care for the person without having to be told to or asked.
Right, okay. Now we want the juice. What he look like? We want the juice, Cam. That stuff was good and like warm and stuff, but we want the juice.
Look a certain way, you know. Everyone has their own perception on what they like and what they don't like. You know what I'm saying? It could be personality. It don't have to all be about looks.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is right. It just looked like somebody that loved me for me, flaws and all, and will appreciate my love in return.
Okay.
Okay, so at this point, I have finished all 5 of my conversations, and I wanted just a few more opinions, to be safe. So this brings us to our final day of research.